religion, political views. Food is something we can all unite about. And what better to unite about than food that is grown fresh, clean, safe, locally, in a more sustainable way, in a better quality product. That is something that I think we can all celebrate. We can be very excited to join together and to have that opportunity to celebrate today. By placing our farm directly right in the heart of the communities that we serve, we're excited to usher in a brand new era for the great state of Georgia, supplying you all with safe, nutritious, pesticide-free leafy greens that doesn't have that 3,500-mile trip from the West Coast to get here for the great people of Georgia. I hope that you have the opportunity today to tour our facility and to enjoy eating some of our delicious greens. In fact, do not leave, including you, Governor, until you get a sample case of our product to take home with you today. It will last up to 4 weeks if you keep it temperature controlled, so we're excited for you to try some of that. Next, I would like to introduce someone who I'm very blessed to consider a friend as well as a mentor of mine. I've had the privilege to get to know him over the past year, and he's an amazing human being. Very privileged to have him as a member of our board of directors, but he's been a leader in so many ways across the state of Georgia, but also across our great nation as the head of agriculture. So he's somebody who certainly knows a little something or another about farming, and we are so blessed to have the Honorable Sonny Perdue with us today. Thank you.
Daniel, everyone can look at me and tell you that I'm more passionate about food than you are. And I'm particularly passionate about this food because you just need to taste it. The proof is in the pudding from that perspective. But it's my honor here today to introduce my governor. And it's very appropriate that Governor Brian Kemp is here and First Lady Marty Kemp is here because they like growing things as well. Governor Kemp loves to grow the economy. He loves to grow jobs for Georgians, and he loves to grow food as well. Governor, we know that agriculture is still the #1 industry in Georgia, and we're proud of that. But this is a new form of farming, and I'm very pleased that Calera understands their farmers first, and that food is that precious commodity that all of us need day in and day out. And as I was Secretary of Agriculture, it became very apparent that food safety was critical. Food waste was critical, and the preservation of safe, healthy, nutritional food was vital for mankind. So if you look at the core values of this company, they are wonderful, and they mean a transformative opportunity for food production locally and without the logistics cost or quality degradation that makes a huge difference in our food freshness. So with that, I want to thank our governor and First Lady for being here. It's it's an honor for me to have them here today, to have the tour, to see what this is all about, because this governor loves growing. Help me welcome Governor Brian Kemp.
Well, thank you so much, Sonny. I keep trying to figure out what to call you now.
Sonny works.
As my friend, I know you always tell me to call you Sonny. I have as much respect for you as I ever have because you're a former governor, and I have great appreciation for what you did for our state, but also got to see recently your service in the Trump administration at the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and just great leadership, which I think really says a lot about what we're talking about here today, how well positioned we are here in the state of Georgia, but also what this great company, and Marty and I are just so honored to be here with Daniel and the whole team at Calera for the grand opening, what this company's going to be able to do to get a fresh product to market even quicker. And I know that's something that Secretary Perdue dealt with, and part of our team members now worked on too, is just the logistics of getting products from the market to the marketplace all across our country. And that's what's so innovative, quite honestly, about this facility. And while we're so excited to be here, also just appreciate the leadership team at Calera. I mean, it's a global leadership team. I believe that this company will be a global company very soon. And Marty and I are just proud to be here to support that. You know, when we went on the tour today, you can see very quickly that this facility is on the cutting edge of the future of agriculture. And I remember Secretary Perdue at the time telling me about this business and this facility and how unique it was. And he told me I should come see it. And it is something to behold. This high-yield farming, just witnessing great success in their original location in Orlando, and now we're honored to have them as one of our Georgia-based companies. And as Secretary Perdue and former Secretary and Governor mentioned, the #1 industry in our state, still by far, is agriculture, and a lot of people still don't realize that. But I believe it's going to continue to get even bigger, especially when you see companies like this that are going to be supplying our great Georgia schools, restaurants, grocery stores, and our households with safe, fresh, and locally grown greens, as Daniel had mentioned. You know, right now, the state of Georgia in the past has only produced about 285,000 pounds of lettuce a year. However, this facility alone can produce over 12 times the yield of our entire state, 3,475,000 pounds of lettuce. And when you pick up a head of lettuce, it doesn't weigh very much. So if you start adding that up, that's a lot of lettuce. And I just think it's incredible what is going on here, and I certainly want to thank the leadership team for the jobs that they're creating, 75 so far, but also just for the great innovative investment that they've made here in our state. These things go a lot farther than just our facility, and talking with the leadership team about the opportunities that we are giving our young people that are coming out of our Georgia institutions of higher learning, whether our technical schools or our research institutions like University of Georgia and Georgia Tech. This is modern day farming. Just doesn't happen to be a tractor here. And these are the reasons that Georgia is continuing to be the #1 state for business. We have great innovative people. We have a business environment that is built on the backs of a lot of other good folks like Governor Perdue and Governor Deal, that have kept that business-friendly environment for decades in our state, that have invested into our educational system and into our workforce, that makes companies like Calera want to come to Georgia, want to do this innovative type of business, and it makes people want to come work for them. And that's what we kind of continue to do in our state. You know, a couple of other things that I learned today just about vertical farming in general. I've read a lot about that, followed it for a long time now, but just exactly what their marketing plan is, who their customers are. There are a lot of great Georgia-based businesses that are the customers, and there'll be others that aren't. But it is a true testament to innovation, not just in, as Daniel mentioned, healthy, safe food, but it's also just great for our environment. I remember many times serving in the legislature and as Secretary of State, and I heard Governor Perdue, as a farmer, we're talking about farmers are the best stewards of land. And he talked about that a lot, whether it's water quality, quality of life, many other things. And that's exactly what this facility is doing. When you think about how little water they are using to farm, a huge operation like this, because they're recycling 95% of their water. They're taking carbon and using it to grow these plants, taking it out of the atmosphere, and they're cutting down on the logistics of getting this product to the market, which is further reducing carbon footprint. So, you know, there's a lot of people that have a lot of different opinions on the environment and different things that are going on, but the fact is this makes economic sense, and it makes environmental sense, and it's good for our state, it's good for our economy, and it's good for our quality of life. And to me, that was just as amazing as this great crunchy product that we had. We need more Georgians to start eating lettuce for breakfast to continue to drive the market like we did this morning, and it was delicious. I want to thank the chef for that. But we're just so excited to have you all here. Thank you very much, and we just appreciate you all being in the great state of Georgia. Thank you.
Now I'd like to ask some of the Calera employees that are all here, if you please join me on stage. We'd like to do the formal ribbon cutting here, and we're excited about officially opening our Calera facility here in Atlanta, Georgia. We declare Calera's Atlanta facility open. Make sure you see Kara over here. But also, I'd like to say hello to all of you. There's a couple people I certainly want to make sure that I get to say hi to everybody too. So please enjoy. There's good lettuce around, and we'll go from there. So thank you.
They said you want to hand this to the governor?
Oh, yes, it did.
Where is the governor? He ran away. He's from England.
No, if we just want to get a picture of me handing him the box, that would be great. First Lady
Check two, check two. Check two, check two, check two.